What's up, guys? Young Bucks, old goats, and the Dolphins have just won this game versus the Raiders. I thought this was done. How you guys doing? We were out of this game. We pulled it out. There's literally 1 second left right now. I was already switching my jerseys back there. I was putting the Raiders jersey out there. And incredible. The Dolphins get the ball with 20 some odd seconds, and Mac Hollins is able to catch a pass down the sideline from Fitzpatrick, and there's a 15-yard penalty tacked onto that for roughing the passer, and we were able to Sanders is able to kick the field goal at the end and win the game for the Dolphins. Incredible. So the Dolphins' playoff hopes stay alive, and for the second week in a row, we eliminate a team. Last week, here's a onside attempt that the Raiders get at the last second, and okay, they fumbled the ball. It's officially over now. Second week in a row that the Dolphins have eliminated a team. Last week we eliminated the Patriots, and this week we have eliminated the Raiders. The Raiders. So the playoff hopes stay alive. We have to finish up the year in Buffalo. One hope. I hate to be hoping for these type of things, but it's possible that the Bills, who for the first time since 1995 are division winners, so their first AFC East title since 95, it's possible that they wrap up the second seed and maybe rest some guys. So otherwise, that's going to be a tough game for the Dolphins. The Ravens have kind of an easy schedule. Let's see what the Ravens are looking at the rest of the way. That was incredible. So the Ravens have the Giants tomorrow at 1, and they have the Bengals week 17. So super winnable game for the Ravens. But, all the Dolphins have to do is win. You win, and you're in. So what else can you ask for? So there was 3 games today. Before we dive in further to the Dolphin game, let's talk a little bit about the early games that we had today. So first game was we had the Buccaneers and the Lions, and there was no Stafford. Or actually there was to start the game. By the way, cheers, everybody out there. There was no Stafford. The Bucks clinch a playoff spot for the first time in a decade. And Jesus, the Lions, they're dog crap, man. Stafford should go play somewhere else if he could somehow. Brady was just insane, throwing touchdowns to all his weapons. Gronk went off. Antonio Brown had one. What about the guy from the Lions who scored the punt return when they were down? They might have been down like 40, and then he's like, shh. What is that, man? Come on, dude. You can't be talking shit when you're getting blown out like that. Evans scored his 13th touchdown to match his uniform number. So that game was a big blowout. And then the second game we had was the Niners at the Cards, which as a Dolphin fan, I'm surprised. All right, got my boy here joining me. I'm surprised. I'm surprised he's here. He probably had to wipe away the tears from his eyes. And listen, Stan, I'll be happy with that, dude. That's not such a sure thing, man. We got to go up and play in Buffalo. And anything can happen this year in the playoffs. We're going to look at the possible matchups. Let me bring on my boy here. What's up, bro?
Dude, come on, bro. You think I'm surprised? Fucking pathetic, bro.
Did you really think that could possibly happen at the
end? Yes.
Oh, come on, dude. You sound like a Dolphin fan.
Dude, the Raiders are the Dolphins on the West Coast, bro. It's the same shit, bro.
Hey, let me change this for a second because, dude, I already had my backup hat on and I had my backup shirt I was going to wear, but now...
Look at you, bro. Look at you.
Let me just swap this out right here.
Dude,
I was already switching sides and shit.
Dude, they're fucking pathetic, bro. God bless, dude.
Yeah, we might have to play the Bills 2 weeks in a row. That's if we get in, dude. Don't put the horse before the carriage. Stin 1, 2, 3. We got to get in there first. You know, that's not a sure thing. God damn, dude. I mean, I feel so happy. I feel bad for you, but it didn't really matter because you guys probably.
Yeah, we were done, dude. But how pathetic is that? No timeouts for the Dolphins, and they fucking win with 21 seconds left, bro. What the fuck?
Hey, man, we've done it before. We did it with that Miami Miracle. That's insane,
dude.
Bro.
I am not fucking surprised, bro. God bless.
Come on, you gotta be surprised, dude. You gotta be surprised.
I'm not. I'm really not. I was laughing. I'm not fucking surprised, dude.
Dude, that never happens. That never happens.
Dude, except for the Raiders, bro. They're fucking pathetic, dude. That was horrible. I was just saying. I was watching we were doing a live watch show of the game. Fucking pathetic. I would rather be the Detroit Lions and lose 47-7 and lose that shit, dude. That was fucking pathetic, bro. You don't
want to be the Lions, dude.
Dude, that was horrible, man. Come on.
Hey, what a way for I'm a Bucks fan. If we keep playing like that, we can go to the Super Bowl. This was an aberration, dude. You were playing the Lions. Chill out a little bit. We got to see you. You haven't beat the Saints this year yet. I think that's going to happen for a third time. I'm not saying that you guys can't do damage in the playoffs, but you're not as good as you were today. Did you catch any of the other games?
Not really, dude. I just saw the scores, man. But
Mario, cheers, bro.
That was freaking pathetic.
Hey, thanks for manning up and joining me, though. I thought possibly you might.
Dude, I'm good with it, dude. I'm good with it.
Where's Chad? Was Chad on there with you?
Chad's coming on. So keep an eye out for him backstage. I think he's coming on.
Okay, yeah, cool. Anyways, I was just recapping the Niners Cards game a little bit, or I was going to start doing that before you came on. Little note, Josh Rosen, as a Dolphin fan, and, this guy's a Bucks fan. That guy's been on 3 teams this year now. 4 teams for the 10th overall pick in 2018. Isn't that fucking crazy, dude?
Dude, God bless, dude. That game, fuck.
You're still, all right, you can't get over that. All right, cool.
God, dude, they fucking suck.
Hey, but look, Mac Hollins made that catch. Who's the guy who didn't catch the touchdown from Fitz, and we had to settle for the field goal. So somehow he came back to make up for it somewhat. You get the NFC team and probably Packers second round. We can beat both of those teams and then maybe the Saints. Or you could lose in the first round, dude. We don't know. Let's look at – there's the ESPN what is it called? The ESPN playoff machine. Let's see if I can show that, and we can look at some of the scenarios right here. Are you okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out my phone, man. That's all.
Okay,
I'm
man.
good.
I thought you might be hiding a tear or
No,
two.
no, dude, I'm good.
All right. Can you see the playoff machine here? No.
No, I don't see it. I see your screen, but I don't. I just
Yeah.
blank. It's just blank.
Let's reload that for a second. Wow. That's the we're in the 50s here in Florida. I'm watching the weather on the TV.
Dude, it feels great, don't it? Dude, I'm fucking loving it.
The weather? Yes.
Yeah, man.
The result of the game for you, probably not so much. Anyways, just to get past this Niner Cards game, tough D for the Niners.
Dude, fuck that. Fuck the Niners, dude. We're talking.
Well, I'm kind of waiting for this guy here, bro, and I'm letting
Okay,
you wipe.
you know what? I want to get my 2 cents in before he comes in. I think the bigger story in this game, dude, taking out Tua, man.
Dude, I have that on my notes. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, you got to take this guy out. Yeah, 45 yards in the first half.
But what do you do now?
You keep doing the same thing. You start him, and then when you got to take him out, you take him out. The Dolphins have a long history before Marino of doing that. You know, the Strock and
Woodley.
Woodstock and all that shit. Dude, they had success with that team, and that was another team with a great defense, but not a great offense.
But dude, that was 30 years ago. Just because they got a history of it, that was 30.
Well, I'm just mentioning that they've done it.
Dude, I'm sorry. That wasn't 30. That was 40 years ago.
Yes.
It's a whole different era.
Why can't you do it?
Dude, you can't do that, dude. Come on, dude.
Why not, bro?
What does that do to his freaking confidence?
What did it do to his confidence?
How are you going to trust the future of your team if you're taking out the #1 pick with 2 or 3, 4 or 5 minutes to go in a game because you don't trust them?
Well, you won the game because of that. Your season would have been over.
You didn't win the game because of that. You won the game because you took his ass out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We won the game because we took him out. If we leave him in.
But you can't do that every game.
You can do it when you have to do it. You do that with every other position. Why can't you do that with that one?
Because it's not the same position, dude.
I don't care. We won the game because of that move.
You did.
I didn't agree with it the first time.
Let me clarify. You won the game not because of that move. It's because the fucking Raiders suck.
Well, yes, but what I'm saying is Tua wouldn't have been able to orchestrate what Fitzpatrick did there. I don't think.
Because Fitzpatrick completed a 5-yard pass where Tua's was completed 4-yard pass. Because it wasn't Fitzpatrick. It was with that guy after the catch.
The Gaskin one?
Yeah.
Oh, but the Hollins one was a 34-yard pass at the end.
Dude, that was a fucking prayer.
A prayer that Tua was not even willing to attempt. Dude, listen to this. Hold on, bro. Tua in the first half, 45 yards passing. He did not even attempt one pass. He attempted one pass over 10 yards. What kind of he deserved to be benched in the first half. I don't care about your confidence or there's always some dude riding a motorcycle right at this time by your house.
I got my window open. I'm right next to I-75, so yeah, there always is.
Yeah.
But dude, what does that say? Do you draft another quarterback in the first round this year coming up or next year coming up?
It depends. If Fitzpatrick's going to be there, I would say no. If he's not going to be there, I would say yes. Tua doesn't throw any deep balls. No, he didn't even attempt any in the first half, dude. But hold on, man. I got a couple notes on this Niner Cards game, and then we'll get full-blown.
Okay.
I was shocked to see on 4th and 5 at their own 40 with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter, they go for it on that. The Cardinals. I I'm sure I've seen that from like Belichick or somebody, but it's super rare. And why can't that team win? That team looks so good on paper. The Cardinals with Murray, Drake, Edmonds, Hopkins. You got Kirk, the veteran Fitzgerald there. Why can't that team win, dude?
Dude, that's one of my biggest disappointments of this year because you would think I think the same way. Why aren't they winning? They should be fucking winning.
They're on the verge of being out.
Yeah.
Murray got creamed at the end of the game too, but that was probably his pride is what was mostly hurt. And the Niners probably just put everybody on notice, like, hey man, we had a lot of problems this year, but we're not giving up. There's some pride, and watch out next year. I think they'll be back.
I believe. I agree. I'm in total agreement with everything you just said.
So this makes the all-time series 20-19-1. Very even series, except the Finns have won 7 of the last 8 now.
Oh,
is that surprising to you?
Well, when the Raiders come here, man, they just suck ass.
The only time I remember them winning is the one with Culpepper.
With Culpepper pointing to his knee, that was like the only one.
Yeah, Jesus, terrible. Yeah, Niners have had a bunch of people. Imagine wasting an hour of clock and still losing. Dude, that was weird too. They kept falling at the 1 yard line and not trying to score. I guess that's
they should have scored.
Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, dude.
I gotta tell you, dude. I feel like I'm not a fan of that, dude. I feel like that's like messing with Mother Nature almost. You know, like how we're not supposed to, mess. I feel like not scoring a touchdown is kind of like a cardinal sin, dude. I get why he was doing it. I get why they were doing it. I guess it's the what's up, man?
What's up, D? I was on his show right now. That's where we were doing the watch show.
Okay, I imagine it got really fucking. Was it mostly Dolphin fans on there?
No, they're actually Detroit fans. It was only me as a Raider and Chad as a Dolphin. Everybody else was.
Oh different. Man, okay, so I'm sure Chad can scream for a whole pack of Dolphins, probably. Hell yeah, man, the dream is still alive, dude. I thought, not again, is what I was thinking.
Dude, and that's all I was thinking was again.
Classic Dolphin letdown, but it was the classic Raider letdown.
Dude, they should have. I understand Jacobs going down at the 1 on second down, but score the touchdown on third down. Don't just fucking take a knee, bro. I'm sorry, man.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think in the chat? Would you have scored that touchdown, or do you think the Raiders did the right thing, taking a couple of knees there, setting up the field?
Obviously, they did the wrong thing. Obviously, fuck them, dude.
Well, they couldn't cover that guy down the sideline for 34 yards. That was the real wrong thing.
What the fuck was that? Oh my god, dude!
And then the fucking face mask, dude. Wow.
15 more yards on top of that, right?
Yeah, that put him right in field goal range. What a good game, though, right? I mean, results aside,
it was a good game. It was interesting,
exciting game.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see Carr out there. I don't know about you. 9 days off that injury. Usually, most people take like 2 weeks, 4 weeks to get off that. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize fucking Witten's still out there fucking running routes for the Raiders, dude.
God, dude, I cannot believe oh my god, that is so bad.
Do you think that there's a controversy then with the quarterback that we've been talking about? You think
it wasn't his fault? It wasn't Carr's fault.
No, I'm talking on the Dolphins side. Yeah.
I don't know how there isn't a controversy there.
You're saying that there's a possibility they start Fitzpatrick next week at the Bills?
I don't know how you cannot think that, dude.
I guess there's a chance, yeah, that they do that. I wouldn't fucking be against it, dude. Probably this time of year, it's nice to have a veteran like that.
It is. But what is that saying about your number 5 overall pick?
That's saying he hasn't been good enough. And that's saying he probably, in the beginning of the year, we said, we don't need to see Tua until week 16 or 17 when the Dolphins are eliminated. They tried to accelerate that. Maybe he shouldn't have been playing all this time anyways. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe we're glad he got some experience, and then he can take a step next year. But maybe it's time to hand over the reins to a veteran that's going to give us the best chance to get into the playoffs and the best chance to win in the playoffs.
So okay, that's a valid point. I totally understand what you're saying, your logic. So who do you start next week as a Dolphin fan?
If I'm the coach, if I'm Brian Flores, first of all, I never would have gone to the Patriots because I hate those people. But let's just pretend. If I'm Brian Flores, I do the same thing that I've been doing. I go with Tua, and at the first, not first, but at the sign, if it happens like it happened today, or it happened like it happened in the Broncos game, there's been another game that probably could happen. I won't hesitate to take him out and do the same thing I did. I understand the whole confidence and what does that say, but you know what? We're trying to win football games, dude. We're not trying to like be, your best friend or whatever. You gotta suck that up sometimes. You didn't play good enough, that's what can happen to you. And that'll happen to any position.
So what happens? Let's say they go to let's say they make it to the playoffs. They're one and done, or let's say they won a game, whatever.
Right.
What do you do in the draft?
Well, I mean, you got to address the positions that you need and who's leaving, and who's out there. The Dolphins for a long time with Shula, he was always drafting quarterbacks, dude, all the time. Scott Mitchell was somebody he drafted even when he already had Dan Marino, and Marino, became a Hall of Fame quarterback, and Mitchell was a starter later.
You know what? Better question. Do you think even with this, even whatever, you still think Tua is the answer?
No, but I've never thought that.
Okay.
You know that. I don't think. I think long term that guy. I hate to say it because it's a downer, but I don't think that guy's an NFL starter down the road. But that I could be wrong. He could still prove to be that. We have a long way to go. But so far, what he's proven is he's not throwing the deep ball all that much. I thought he would be faster and shiftier than he is.
Mm-hmm.
He can move a little bit, but obviously, he's coming off that hip injury. Another thing you have to say, he's not working with the A weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gesicki looks like he's going to be a player. He just came back. Devontae Parker's been out. That's the one true receiver they have.
Mm-hmm.
Jakeem Grant got hurt again tonight. That guy's too small, dude. That guy's a nice little gadget, third or fourth slot, dude. He's not a number 1 or 2. He can't. If that guy's your 1 or 2, man, you're in trouble, dude. That guy's a punt return, kick return specialist. Gadget play. You can't. Anytime they try to give that guy 1 or 2 receiver volume, he ends up getting hurt, and it's. He's small, obviously, dude. That's gonna happen.
But you nailed it. They have nobody on offense, bro. You stick it. You bring in Fitzpatrick. It's excitement. It's a spark. It's this. People make a play and see what happens.
He does fire up the team when he comes in.
He does fire up the team, and you know what? At the end of the game, Tuna hasn't. Tuna had no turnovers or anything.
No, but he was taking some bad sacks, bro.
He did, but he didn't have turnovers, man. I'd rather take a sack than a fucking turnover.
Those sacks were drive killers, almost all the ones that he took.
It's better than a turnover.
Oh, absolutely. But, that's part of the reason. I mean, they got a couple nice little players here and there. Gaskins is a player, dude. And some of those other guys who are filling in, are doing okay, like Bowden, who they ran that Wildcat play with. Mac Hollins, who caught that pass at the end of the game, even though he dropped that touchdown earlier. Even Gaskins' backup, who surprisingly was his backup in college too, Ahmed, he's filled in nicely. So they got some nice players. Maybe they just need to surround them with some more weapons, because if Tom Brady's proven anything, if you have good weapons, you don't have to be the most gifted. Would you agree that Tom Brady has never been the most gifted quarterback physically?
I don't believe he's never been. I think mentally he's up there, but not physically.
Right. So for years they were able to put a lot of weapons around him and elevate his game. Maybe they can do that with Tua in the
It was,
future.
see the secret of the Patriots. I think they just know who they got. They game planned excellent, or a cheat if you think that's what they're doing. Which a lot of things people think that. But
Well,
I just think
that's been proven. Not
I think for the
in a court of
Patriots,
law.
for the Patriots, it's always been the coaching and just smart players, but they've never really had the special talent, all the way through. They know their assignments, they know their jobs, and they fucking do them right, man.
Yeah, do your job. He's had some weapons. He had weapons there, though.
He's had weapons, but he's
Waller
also
should
got a lot
change
of.
his last name to Baller.
Waller's a beast. He is a beast.
Yeah. What did he end up with? Let's see.
He had like 120, 130 yards, like 8 catches or something.
Yeah, he's on my fantasy team, and I'm pretty much done, dude, because I played against Kamara. But I had him.
Did?
Yeah, bro. NFL record 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. He's just smart and he's got touch, man. He's just got touch.
Well, the guy's like a wide receiver in a tight end body, basically.
Yeah, no, he's talking about Brady.
Oh,
but yeah,
I'm sorry.
Waller is a receiver in a tight end body, definitely.
He was actually legitimately a receiver on the
Ravens.
On the Ravens, yeah.
I know the last time he had like 7 for 112, and I think he caught another pass after that. So he's somewhere around 130, 8 for 130, somewhere like that.
I'm trying to pull up the box score here. If I get it up, we'll go. Yeah, he played great today. I mean, I have to say it. Brady had a great game today, as much as I hate to admit it. They had fucking Blaine Gabbert in there, like in the second half already, basically at the start of the second half.
That game was over so fast.
Yeah. I wonder how that game's going to play out next week with the Bills. Probably under freezing conditions, which the Dolphins historically have not been good in.
Dude, how the fuck did we lose that game, bro? My God.
What's next for the Raiders?
The draft. The offseason.
You can't wait for that to begin. Waller finished with 5 catches for 112 yards.
Okay. God.
They could have probably gone to him more. I thought they didn't go to him enough.
The thing about him is he gets a lot of double coverage.
Yeah. Aguilar had a good game. The punt returner, kick returner, receiver Renfro had a very good game. I cannot seem to get the box score up, but I'll read some of the stats here. So, when did Fitzpatrick come in? Let's see. Fitzpatrick came in the fourth quarter. Was it in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was in the fourth quarter with, I think it was like 3 minutes left.
All right, so let's look at those stats. Tua at that time actually had a very good completion percentage. 17-22, 77 completion percentage. But for 94 yards, dude, 4.3 yards an attempt.
That's what I was saying, bro. That completion to Gaskin was for 5 yards. Tua could not have completed that.
Guys were getting hit as they were catching the ball, and he had 1 touchdown. Fitzpatrick comes in, I want to say like at least halfway through the fourth quarter, maybe.
It was more than halfway.
9 for 13, 182 yards, and a touchdown.
182 yards?
So he doubles up his yardage in half a quarter of play.
It wasn't even half the quarter, dude. It was maybe like 4 minutes tops.
Carr had
he had 2 okay. Fitzpatrick had 2 drives. He had 2 drives.
No, he must have had 3.
He had, I think it was 2 drives.
No,
He
you
had-
can't. You can't because 182 yards. There's no way. They only had 30 yards on that last drive.
Yeah,
40
you're
yards
right,
maybe.
right, you're right.
He had 3 drives total.
3 drives.
Yeah. Carr was 21, 21 for 34, 21 of 34, 336 yards and a touchdown. Gaskin, 87 yards rushing. The fake punt, you had 22 yards rushing there. For the second week in a row, I think they do a fake punt. Tua, 11 yards rushing, Bowden 8, Ahmed 2. And for Vegas, Jacobs had 69, Richard 19, Booker 11, Ruggs 7. On the receiving end, 82 for Gaskin, 54 for Gesicki. Grant, 5 catches for 43. Hollins, 2 for 42. Gaskin had both receiving touchdowns. Don't take it off, dude. Don't take it off.
Yeah. Damn, dude. The fuck, man?
Do you have a Dolphins jersey around there you can put on?
No, I don't have a fucking Dolphin. God damn.
Aguilar had 155 yards and the touchdown. And that PI was fucking crucial at the end on him. Renfro had 34 yards receiving on 5 catches. Then you had a few guys with 1 or 2 catches. Sanders, 4 for 4. Carlson, 4 for 4. 2 of the better kickers in the league.
Yeah, but he misses an extra point.
And he misses an extra point, dude, of all things.
I knew that shit was over. When he missed that extra point, I go, that's it. It's done.
I agree with these guys. Is that whose jersey is that?
Fucking Ted Hendricks, bro. Highly high.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Fuck.
He had nothing to do with this.
No, he didn't. I'm not burning it. I fucking love this jersey. Fuck!
Renfro had 5 punt returns for 61 yards. Hey, is Xavier Howard maybe the defensive player of the year? Do you think or no?
He's got what, 9 interceptions?
Yeah. At what point did you start not feeling good about this? Because for most of the night, it looked like the Raiders were.
Honestly, can I tell you when I started feeling when they put in Fitzpatrick?
You thought that's it?
Yeah. I was almost like, that's it, we're fucked.
So why are you questioning their move?
I'm not questioning their move. I think it was the right move. I'm just questioning what does that mean now? You can't go. It's like, you know what? Let's start Brady, and let's go with Brady for 3.5 quarters, and then we'll bring in, Scott Mitchell, or we'll bring in whoever, Let's bring in what was that guy that was the quarterback? Let's bring in the backup with 2 minutes left because this guy's only doing so much. That doesn't bode well, man.
Dude, Tom Brady's not on this roster.
But that's what I'm saying. I understand that, but that's saying why not just start Why not just start Fitzpatrick from the beginning?
Because you're trying to give your young rookie some experience and some playing time, and you're giving him a chance.
But you're trying to win games. Start your fucking main guy.
Well, they want to find out. Remember when they said,
okay. What do you want?
What they have?
You want to find out what you want? You want to win a game? You want to go to the playoffs? What do you want to win a game? What do you want to do?
I want all of those things. And they're getting all of those things so far. Right? So far, they're on track to get all those things. They're on track to win games. They're 9-2 in their last 11 games. 9-2, so you're winning games. Tua's been playing the majority of those games, and then you're in a position to get a playoff. So far, those 3 things that you asked, what do you want? They're getting them all. Then I'll give you a chance to respond while I put on my jacket.
Know what? Then I guess the answer is keep doing what you're doing. Because you know what? At the end of the game, it is working.
Say that again?
At the end of the day, keep doing what you're doing. It is working.
Absolutely, dude. Why would you change that if it's working for you?
You know what? Going back to the history of the Dolphins,
Yeah.
Greasy goes down. They put in Earl Morrow right before the Super Bowl. You know what? We've gotten all the way here with the undefeated season. Let's take out Earl Morrow and let's put in Greasy.
Isn't that crazy?
Who would have done that?
Don Shula.
So Flores is the next on Shula?
Yeah, no, dude. There's a long way to go there. There's a long way for Belichick to go there. There is no next Don Shula.
It does. It sounds like a lack of confidence. I don't know if they're sold on Tua.
But what had he shown you so far in that game to make you think that he could have pulled that out?
We would have won that game if they wouldn't have pulled him out.
Of course. Absolutely. I mean, we had a fake punt in there, to keep us in the game. We weren't doing anything, and we were in the game. I don't even know how.
You know what's bothering me the most? I'm not going to be able to fucking sleep tonight. God damn, dude. I'm not going to be able to fucking sleep tonight. That fucking pisses me off. God.
That Noy almost fucked that game up, dude. Expatriate going offside there at the near the goal line, giving you guys that first down.
First down. Van
He
Noy.
almost fucked that shit up. And dude, the Raiders were like 0-9 on third downs into the fourth quarter. So I don't even know how you guys were winning. It was kind of a weird game overall. A lot of weird shit going on.
God bless, dude. What the fuck did we just watch, man? God damn.
A collapse.
Fuck, 19 seconds.
Just
19 seconds, and you had to go, 40, 50 yards to get into field goal range, and you did it in one fucking play.
I thought they might even get a touchdown. That's amazing, dude.
God.
Who's hotter than the Dolphins right now?
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me, dude. Fucking played against that guy. 659 points, dude. 6 touchdowns. That hadn't been done in almost 100 years. 6 rushing touchdowns. Ernie Nevers. Gale Sayers had 6 touchdowns, 4 rushing, 2 receiving.
Yeah, and a punt or something.
Maybe. It was a total of 6 amongst.
Yeah, he had a punt in that game.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm losing my game 91-45 after each of us have used 3 players. Which is so. Let me see if I can pull up here.
And you're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a miracle. All my players are gonna have to play great.
It can happen, dude.
Oh yeah, look what just happened now. I wonder what the probabilities were of that happening. You know how I think ESPN does those I wonder what that percentage was. Percentage Dolphins win the game.
It had to be under 10% of a chance to win.
Oh my God. It had to be under 2%, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it had to be way down under.
So right now, as it stands, the Dolphins are holding on at 10-5, the 7th seed, and would be projected to play against the Bills. So we may play those guys 2 weeks in a row.
Hey, but not for nothing, bro. Who would have expected the Dolphins making it to the playoffs after just last year? And now they're in the playoffs now. Hopefully, I hope they make it to the playoffs.
It's a long way to go.
It's a long way to go, but dude, I never would have expected that.
Look, I want to bring on one of the more even-keeled, straight down the middle. He's not going to get too crazy for the Dolphins, one way or the other.
Is this the bum? Is this the bum coming on?
No, dude, the bum is probably drunk off his ass. He sent me several pictures of things he was drinking. He might be in a coma. This is a guy you know and love, and he's objective. He's not gonna Chad.
Yeah, he's
What's up,
so
dude?
aggressive, bro.
90. Let's go.
Woo!
Fins up, baby. We got to sprinkle a little Fitz magic for Christmas, right? Let's go.
Dude,
Let's go.
I saw a picture of this guy next to you today. He has deceiving height, dude. How tall are you?
About 6 foot, maybe almost 6'1".
Okay, Hailey is just short then.
Yeah,
You look like you had like 6 inches on him.
5'6".
Yeah, you're a short guy.
I mean, there's even a chance if some things play out that we could end up higher up on that seeding, dude. You know, right now we have the same amount of wins as the Colts and the Browns.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now you're not saying they're just not gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna be like the second seed.
No, I'm
we-
just
we're
laying
gonna
out
be
some
a
scenarios.
Wild card. We're gonna be a wild card team. I think the Bills next week are gonna be resting players. So I think you can. I almost want to say you can punch it in, baby. But
Wait a second, real quick to that. Don't you think the Bills would take a little extra oomph to eliminate the Dolphins, or kick them, or tap in
no,
their chances?
no, because I think at the end of the day, let's be real, and this is probably what my boy Randy was saying. The Bills are a better team. They're better built. They're more built for right now. I don't think they would be worried about us in any scenario. And being that they won the division, we wouldn't see them until at least second round or
Well,
possibly.
no, as it stands, we would be playing them in the first round.
Oh yeah, they would. I mean,
Because remember now the second seed doesn't get the bye anymore.
Not this year.
Because of the extra playoff team, right?
Yeah, only the first seed gets a bye, which would be the Chiefs right now.
I think the Chiefs they got that locked in, right? They've only lost one game.
Yeah, I guess if they lose I mean, that's nobody's even talking about it. I don't think it's virtually locked in.
It's virtually, because there's 2 games left, so they would, they
it would have to be some tiebreaker situation that they lose all the games and then somebody like the Bills or the Steelers win out. Those are the only 2 that can even end up with 13 wins at this point. But I'm just laying out the scenarios. I don't think it could happen. We could potentially end up as high as the 5th seed. Because the Colts and the Browns, I'm trying to find the remaining schedule here. They have some tougher games left.
Fucking crazy. Well, yeah, the Colts had the Colts have a big game. Is it Pittsburgh?
Yes. And the Titans have Green Bay.
Yes, that's tomorrow night, I think.
Yeah, so if the Steelers beat Indy, I'm sorry. If the Steelers lose to Indianapolis and the Titans lose to Green Bay, the Bills would have the number 2 seed locked, also with probably no possibility of getting the number 1 seed. So the last week would become completely irrelevant for the Bills. Brian, we got Jama88 here. B. Flores with a great feel of the game and making a tough call to win the game, putting in Fitz. Absolutely, man. You got to be able to do that, dude. You can't be afraid. I disagreed with it the first time because it didn't seem like it was such a desperation time as it was now. What do you think about that, Chad? What do you think about them pulling Tua again?
Well, I mean, of course, for the rookie quarterback that you want to be your future, you question like if it's going to hurt his confidence, but it looks like he's an all-out team player. He doesn't matter as long as the team wins. Like, he was still supporting Fitzpatrick on the sideline. And I was saying this on a show that we were on earlier. I think a lot of people are forgetting that this is Tua's like 7th game in the NFL. Or 8, like he hasn't had the full year like some of these other rookie quarterbacks and everything like that. So I still think he's going through those those rookie growing pains, and that's kind of what you saw here tonight. They made the switch, and I think it was more on the coaching. And regardless if Tua is the future as our quarterback, I can tell you one thing for sure, Randy. Flores is the future of our coaching, and in Flores we trust. I trust that guy's decision making. Even when they pulled Fitzpatrick to put Tua in, people question that, right? They're like, why are they pulling Fitzpatrick? He just won 3 games. He's playing really well. Why would they put Tua in? he's I think he's a coach that he knows what's going on with his football team and he can sense the pulse. And when he's got to make those decisions, he does. So I'm all on board. Whatever it takes to get the win and get us into the playoffs at this point.
Just win, baby, right?
Yeah, just win, baby. Let's go. Look at
Even
Raul.
if it's with 23 seconds left.
What happened? What happened to your Raiders jersey, bro? What happened?
Look at this guy's face, dude.
He's not even rocking his Raiders jersey anymore, bro. What happened?
Hey, but Tua, he's used to that. In college, he played with Hurts, and in that title game, he came in. They took out Hurts.
Yeah.
They were all team guys. Supporting each other. So,
Okay, now Randy, to your point, if we're talking his third year in, and Hialeah, you weren't on this previous show when we were talking about this. They're like, "Oh, but Chad," I'm like, okay, if we're talking 3 years in and this is happening, yeah, then I'm worried, But this is his rookie year. He hasn't played as many games as these other rookie quarterbacks, and yeah, he's had some games where he's had some growing pains, but bro, the guy went to Arizona, went toe to toe with Kyler Murray, and got a win. He looked really good against Mahomes last week. He kind of went toe to toe with Mahomes. Yeah, we didn't expect to win that game, but he put us in a position to win the game, in a sense.
It's not just this year. It's this year with no training camp, really.
Yeah, and I really believe that Tua, he has the right mindset. He has all the skills and the talent to be a great quarterback, and hopefully it flourishes.
Real quick, why do you think he's not throwing it down the field? Because he obviously threw it down the field when he was at Alabama.
And he talked a couple times.
Play calling?
I don't think it's a play calling, and he mentioned it a couple times in some of the conferences, the post game conferences. He's just not making the right decision. He's holding on to the ball too long, and not
bad sacks.
He's holding on to the ball too long instead of possibly just tossing it or trying to throw it away. And then you have to remember this. I think the other thing too is it's the NFL. The speed of the NFL is different than what it was in college, right? Some weeks you're going to be on it, and some weeks, that defensive line is just going to be just blitzing you more and just quicker. So I think him holding on to the ball is what's holding him, and then the speed of the NFL is he's still trying to acclimate to it, man.
Hey, if you're in the chat, support the show, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and let's look at this current playoff picture here to give you guys an idea of how it stands right now. Anything jump out to you guys there?
Green Bay's the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Surprising, right?
That's the playoff picture right now. Okay, so I'm picking Green Bay. I'm picking New Orleans. The LA Seattle games are pretty much a toss up, and you got to think Tampa Bay's over Washington, right?
Mm-hmm.
KC, Buffalo, Colts, Pittsburgh's a toss up, dude. That's a tight.
Hey, well, how are you gonna pick Buffalo so fast, dude?
I'm picking Buffalo, dude, and I gotta go Titans. It's tough, dude. It's good. It's
I mean, the only thing that's hurting us on that Buffalo game, Randy, is it's in Buffalo.
It's in Buffalo. It's huge. Buffalo is huge.
Even if they rest, if they rest players, that's going to go in our favor. But man, that cold's going to be hard.
Hey, if you're Brian Flores, do you keep? Let's say we go up there and we win, or whatever, win or lose, but we get in, and we're going to play the Bills. Do you keep the team there, or do you bring them back home?
No, you got to bring them home.
Yeah, you bring them home.
Have them come back, go.
Well, I mean, maybe you don't stay as long as you normally would to go back, but you got to have them come home. I think it's just that time of the year. You got to be home.
Somebody agreed with you, bro. I don't know about what, but
it was probably the whole Tua thing. Like I said, it's just he's a rookie, man. You got to give him time.
He's played in 8 games. I think he could have been benched possibly in that Patriot game. Also, dude, he wasn't doing that great that game. He had 145 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. I like that because Hailey asked me, what do you want? You want to win a game? Do you want to go to the playoffs? You want to have your backup or you want to have your rookie learn. I'm like, yeah, dude, I want to have all those things. And right now they're kind of getting all those things in
And
there.
you
Dude.
want your cake too, and you want to eat it.
I
Yeah.
want my cake too with a little Raider logo and a little tear coming off that pirate's eye, and I want to eat that too, dude.
I mean, and to what you're saying there, right? Think about this. Like, highly, like, what do we want? We're coming off Brian Flores' second year. I think now he's 500, right? With this win, or he's one game outside of 500.
Close to it.
And then you're talking about a coach that took a practice squad team last year, won 5 games, and now, he's doubled his wins already in the in his second year. And I'll say this, bro: there's not been too many from the Belichick tree that have panned out, but I think this guy has it, man.
Has there been any that have panned out? I don't believe.
I don't think so, but I think he has it.
Oh yeah, you're good with the coach. That coach is.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, I would still take Tua. Like, you still build off of Tua. Like, next year, I still take the draft and go off of that. But like I said, if we're 3 years in and we're still kind of seeing these things, then I'm worried. Then I might want to make my move. But that's, me being a fan. I'm not a GM by no means and haven't been in that role, so I couldn't tell you what that's like. But we do have the right coach in place. I do think so.
Seems like it's a lot of guessing. Is what they're doing.
I guess so. It could be educated guessing, right?
Yeah, no, but I mean, if you look at some of the busts that there's been in NFL history, you'd be like, some of them you even say, damn, I kind of felt like that guy was going to be a bust. They're guessing a lot of the times. Obviously, they have way more information, than we do, but like, it's a gamble, dude, to pick, man. I mean, look at any team; they all have busts. A lot of hometown people like to look at the Dolphins draft failures at times, but every team has that, dude. The Patriots are one that are terrible at drafting, and that's why they're paying the price now. Let me show you some of these teams' remaining schedule. Here's the Ravens.
Who do they play next week? Oh, they play Cincinnati?
No. Do I have this up on the screen?
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
We got the Giants tomorrow.
And then next week they play Cincinnati.
Yeah, so you got to expect can they slip up against one of those two teams?
Oh, if there's anyone that they slip up against, Cincinnati, bro.
I mean, the Giants could kind of potentially play them tough too, dude. They've played a lot of teams tough.
Yeah, but I think that's a home game for them. I think they'll take care of business there. I think that look at what the Bengals just did at home against Pittsburgh. I think that's what they got to worry about.
But if they win those 2 games, we have to win to get in.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the only true way in. This is the Browns' remaining schedule. They could lose to the Steelers.
Or the Jets.
I mean, if they lose one of these games and we beat the Bills, we get the tiebreaker over them and we jump them.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just fucking. I'm texting fucking expletives in the Raiders chat at their post game. Ah!
How many people are on suicide watch there?
Yo, can you just mute that guy as he's drowning in his sorrow?
Dude, that was fucking the lowest, dude. What the fuck?
Bro, Fitzpatrick with like, you know what? I'm going to close my eyes and toss this and get the face mask on this at the same time.
Incredible. Here's the Colts' remaining schedule. They have the Steelers and the Jags.
That was perfect, Randy. Incredible with the puff.
Yeah. Pittsburgh is not very good. That's why the Bengals beat them. Ravens will win out. I mean, you would think. How about if the Jags win a game, dude, and then the Jets get Lawrence?
Okay, Pittsburgh's not – okay, is Pittsburgh probably the most overrated 11-0 team we've ever seen? For sure. But they're still a team that you can't sleep on. And I would say this. After them losing 3 straight games, I would almost put my money that they're probably going to win the next 2, trying to get some momentum going in.
Maybe. What's the remaining schedule? Let's see.
You'd have the Browns.
They got the Colts and then the Browns.
Yeah.
Not necessarily easy games when you've been losing to the likes of the Bengals. Who else did they lose to before that?
Was it the Browns? No, it was a shootout with the Browns.
That was a big shootout. Browns,
Yeah.
Ravens. Let's see what the Steelers' last 3 losses were.
Bills.
It was to Washington.
Bills.
And Washington.
Yeah. But I think the Bills showed you that they're the real deal there.
Dude, I'm in the fucking Raiders post game. Everything is fire Gruden, fire Gruden, fire Gruden, fire Gruden.
You think the game has passed him by?
I'm not gonna disagree with it. That was bullshit, dude. That was fucking trash.
Do you think they're asking for Tomlin to be fired in Pittsburgh?
No.
It's funny how probably they are fans doing it. I'm not saying they're right.
I don't think so.
You don't think there's any Steelers fan? Of course, there's at least a Steelers fan saying that.
But the majority no, man.
No. But that same Steeler fan was probably saying we're going to be the second undefeated team in NFL history here in Week 12. That's just funny how football works.
It's week to week. But
I don't know. The Steelers seem very fake to me.
They do, but they're 11-3, man.
Yeah,
I'll take 11-3.
They're finicky. I'm not disagreeing that, but I do think that they'll win at least one game before going into the playoffs.
But you know what?
Maybe.
So, Randy, you think they're going to lose 5 games straight going into the playoffs?
No.
No way. Come on, man.
But the thing with Pittsburgh, they lost Bush, and then they lost the other guy. They lost key freaking defensive players, bro. That's what people aren't talking about. You don't.
Yeah, dude. And Ben Roethlisberger's looking old, dude.
He is looking old, but they lost 2 freaking studs. Dupree. It was Dupree and Bush on defense. Those are 2 freaking studs.
To answer your question, 90, I could very easily see them losing the next 2 games because these are 2 pretty damn good teams. They're 2 10-win teams, Colts and Browns.
I could see them losing to the Colts. I don't think they'll lose to the Browns.
I think they'll show up to the Browns game. I agree with you there. That's the game.
I mean, that's a road game.
I think the Colts game they could lose.
Yeah, but I feel like that's when Pittsburgh's going to put that, you're still
the Browns.
And you're not with us in the division.
Yeah.
I agree with you there, highly. But I also think you might get a little Phillip Rivers in that game where he might throw that pick at the end of the game that will secure the game for the Steelers.
But you know what? Rivers also is a
looks old
passer.
He
he's
looks
not
old.
going down the field either.
He looks old this year. Not that he plays bad, but he looks old this year.
Let's look at who the Steelers have beaten this year. They beat the Giants. Crap team, right?
Tom Brady looked young today, but he looks old like 3 games in a row, Jags. Come on.
I could probably look good against the Lions. They beat the Broncos week 2. Not a good team. They beat the Texans. Not a good team. They beat the Eagles. Not a good team. They beat the Browns, who are a 10-win team, but at this point in the season, they were kind of looking very, very bad, obviously, 38-7. The Titans, I guess, was one of the stronger teams they beat.
Titans are a fluke too, bro.
No,
not. Up and down. The Ravens have been up and down. They barely beat the Cowboys. They blew out the Bengals. They blew out the Jaguars, who are only good at getting the top pick this year.
Wow.
Then they eked by the Ravens, and then they lost 3 in a row. I'm not seeing a lot there, dude. I wouldn't be shocked if they lose these games. I'm not saying I think they're going to lose both, but they're probably going to at least lose one.
I think it can happen. I think I agree with you. It can happen.
I'm not saying it could happen, of course, any given Sunday. I just don't see it happen personally.
Tom has looked old at times, dude. He didn't look old today, but
you know what? Could it
especially when he thinks there's 5 downs?
Yes, but could it be that he's just on a new team, new coaches, new things? Anybody going to a new situation, that's bound to happen, bro. You're not gonna freaking be in sync week 1, even week 5, even week 10, bro. It takes time, man.
Especially when you're old.
You just don't get that, dude. It doesn't mean he's old.
But also, too, Raul.
But he is old.
There's a couple passes this year and last year with the Patriots that he's thrown up that were just like straight ducks.
That
That-
is true. But you know what?
That he wouldn't normally throw.
He did that with the Patriots as well. But the thing about this year with the Bucks, sometimes the receiver's not going where he thinks he's going to go. They're not in sync like they were at the Patriots, man.
I agree, but when you throw up a duck, it's a duck.
But he threw ducks at in the Patriots. People just don't remember it, dude.
Last year,
Yeah, I remember that.
He threw more ducks than any though last year because I think of his age, and I think that's why the Patriots made that decision. Like, hey, we're gonna move on because he didn't look like. I mean, he was Tom Brady, but he wasn't Tom Brady of years after he lost the first round of the playoffs.
But to that point, dude, he had nobody last year in the Patriots,
bro. But he's always had nobody.
But there was nobody last year.
Bro, that's how the Patriots are, though. They always have nobody.
Yeah, but last year was the bottom of the barrel. There was
this was the classic Tom Brady in New England, and he never looked old. Get the ball all the time in the world, right? All of a sudden, when Tom Brady's getting hit and people are rushing him, that's when he starts looking like old Tom Brady because he does not like to get hit, dude. That's how you make him look old.
What quarterback likes to get hit, though?
No, dude, but other quarterbacks can avoid that, dude. He cannot. The modern day, you get a guy like Mahomes, he can run out of some sacks. You get a guy like
Mahomes is 25 years old, dude. Come on.
There's mobile quarterbacks in the NFL. This is a young man's game, dude, for a young mobile quarterback. We were talking about it the other day, dude. Prototypical quarterback doesn't exist anymore.
But dude, and that's a great point. But you hit any quarterback and you got them hearing footsteps or hearing coming. It doesn't matter if you're 21 or you're 41. You're not gonna fucking be effective if you don't.
But you're not gonna be able to get out of the way if you're 43. Where these young guys can get out of the way and they can make something happen with their feet.
And I don't care what you say, Highlight. We all saw Tom Brady's 40-yard dash with the combine. We all know for sure he ain't getting away compared to a Jackson, a Mahomes, or even a Tua, where if they hear those footsteps, they have the athleticism. Like, you know what? I might be able to make something happen. Tom Brady's either got to eat it or throw it away. That's what we see him do. You know, and if he starts,
you've seen that his whole career, and he still has 6 touchdowns.
There it is,
and he still has 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing, but we're also talking about a different time now. Last year, they didn't look that good, and then think about Mahomes. Mahomes took care of business. It's a new era of quarterback, man. It's not like what it was before.
That's Brett Favre, I think.
That is Brett Favre.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Some of those guys can get out of the way. He can't, dude. He needs a great line. That's the way to beat him, dude, to get to him, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's how the Giants beat him. That's how the Giants beat him in those 2 Super Bowls.
That's how we beat them, too.
Yeah.
You just didn't beat him as much as the Giants.
We actually beat them more than...
We beat them more than anybody, actually.
Yeah.
Just not in big games.
Just not when it counted.
Well, we never got to make it count, but we hurt them, dude. We eliminated them this year. We cost them a seeding last year. These are the small victories we have to enjoy as Dolphin fans. But we hurt them last year, dude. We made them have to go on the road, and that probably led to – did we make them have to go on the road?
3 years ago, the Miracle in Miami. Did you forget that one, boy?
That hurt. But they won – I think – did they win the Super Bowl anyways that year?
Yeah, they did. But it was still a miracle.
Felt nice.
It felt really good.
It had kind of like a feel like tonight's game.
Yeah.
At least they're victories, which is more than we can say for you and your firing coach, Raider Nation.
We beat KC this year. Nobody else has. That's our fucking one thing this year.
Raider Nation.
Suck ass, bro. Raider Nation suck ass.
What happened to your jersey, bro?
I took it off, man.
This guy.
If my wife wouldn't have bought that for me, I'd probably burn it. Fuck.
All day, bro. What do you mean? That's like an OG jersey, bro. You can't.
It is an OG jersey.
Why would you burn it? Disrespect.
I wouldn't. I fucking love my Raiders, man. That's why I hurt so much.
Randy, I was saying this earlier. Highly a fake bro over there. I
fucking love my Raiders, dude. I've been loving my Raiders way longer than you've been alive. You know, and I will continue to love them. I'm just not.
I had my backup hat on, dude, just in case earlier in the night, but I had to.
I'm just not very happy with them right now. Let's say that.
All I know is I don't know how you're from Hialeah and not a Dolphin fan, but I digress.
That's okay.
Any other takeaways from the game tonight?
It just hats off.
You know what? I got a question. Who's that guy with the long hair, number 42 or 43 for the Dolphins? That guy played a hell of a game.
Van Ginkel,
That
Van
guy played
Ginkel,
a hell of
Van
a game.
Ginkel,
Dude. That guy
Yeah,
played a hell of
don't
a
sleep
Yeah.
on Van Ginkel.
Van Ginkel. Yeah, he's our linebacker. He's money.
He fucking played good,
He was
dude.
playing because Shaq was out tonight, right?
Yeah, and bro, Shaq Lawson's a beast, bro. I miss him every time he's not there.
You didn't miss him today. Van Winkle played good.
Well, yeah, but
He's a nice special teams player normally.
yeah, but when Shaq's playing like defensive end and you got Van kind of like playing linebacker behind him, it's nice. Or when they're playing together, it's
Super
a nice
Bowl.
little tandem.
Super
I don't know
Bowl.
about Super Bowl,
85
but
Bears. 85 Bears.
what I take away from the game, Myles Gaskin looked good coming back. From that, he's starting to look like coming back from that injury, start to get that ball rolling. Sucks what happened to Tua, but I think it's more or less about what's gonna, how he's gonna bounce back. I think he still is the starter next week against Buffalo, and let's go to the playoffs, baby. Let's go. We got 10 wins, man. Let's go.
This guy sounds like a Dolphin fan. He thinks the Jaguars can make the playoffs next year. He's asking what we think about the Jags situation. It's definitely a better situation than the Jets situation. I'll give you that. If I'm Lawrence, I'm probably feeling better going to play in Jacksonville than New York. But that's from one win to the playoffs. I don't even know if that's ever happened.
I don't think so.
Oh, didn't the Dolphins do it?
No, did we? No.
When was the 1-15 season?
And then we drafted. No, it wasn't Jake Long. Jake Long was the year before because we had the number 1 overall pick. So the 1-15 season, you have to remember. I think that's when the Detroit went 0-16.
Possibly.
Yeah,
we didn't even end up with the top pick.
Yeah. I think that's when Detroit went 0-16. And
dude, no, man, we did it, bro. We went 1-15, and then we won the AFC East the next year.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna show you right here. So 2017, we went 1-15 with Cam Cameron, and then 2008 was the first year of this bastard
Sperano.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought it was Saban. Sperano. Yes, Sperano. And we with the Wildcat, and this is the year that Brady broke his knee, and we won the AFC. So, okay, dude, I'm so sorry, man. There's actually a precedent for what you're saying. It could happen, I guess.
That actually, you know what's funny? I have a Dolphins hat. It was the last time that the Patriots didn't win the division was 2008, and I have a buddy who's a Bills fan, and we've been friends for about 8 years now. And since I've known him, the Patriots have always won the division. So when they won, I was like, yo, congrats. This is the first time the Patriots haven't won the division since I've known you, bro. So it's great.
12 years.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess so. We went 1-15, and I guess the following year we did go to the playoffs.
11-5, yeah. But then we lost, I think, Ravens first round.
Yeah, bro. But we had a gimmick, yo. We were a gimmick team. I mean, that's why we made the playoffs.
Wildcat. Hey, the Dolphins did it. They won 11-5. I guess anything is possible.
Matt Castle went 10-6 though with the Patriots and didn't make the playoffs. I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
they went 10-6 without Tom Brady.
Right.
Yeah, he blew out his knee in the first game.
Yep, I drafted him in fantasy that year.
Yeah, that was coming off of his 50-something touchdowns.
From
he blew out his knee against KC in the first game of the year. That was crazy.
And I mean, I know I said earlier, like, for the most part, Tom Brady hasn't had anybody, but the year they had Randy Moss, forget about it.
But they always seem to have like a bunch of scrappy white receivers. Like there was always like Welker, Edelman. What's the other guy I'm missing?
Deion Branch was the first Super Bowl.
That was way in the beginning.
But Deion Branch was still a baller, though. He was somewhat of a baller, but he wasn't like superstar wide receiver.
Troy Brown.
They always.
The guy who was on the Lions. Amendola.
Abdullah Amangara.
Yeah. Something's wrong with your medulla oblongata.
Yeah, but no, I think though they've always, other than Welker, they drafted those guys and like built them up. You know what I'm saying? They've never went, other than Randy Moss And then they had that little stint with Ocho, but Ocho didn't even get really on the field.
still didn't play for them.
They never really have gone after those big names, or anytime that they did go after big names on the offensive side of the ball, never panned out. You know?
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, same thing. Well, he got in some crazy trouble, but now
Hey, when they had murdering maniac Aaron Hernandez and Gronk,
bro,
that was
nasty.
fucking disgusting, bro.
Bro, and Aaron Hernandez was like a wide receiver too, bro.
They
And
kind of both were.
And they would line them up opposite, like one on each side. You remember that? And then sometimes, bro, it was nasty. I mean, Gonzalez like changed the tight end position, but once we saw those guys kind of do that there, that evolutionized the tight end to me. Like
Yeah.
I feel like those guys are what like evolutionized it to what it is today, where you got the Gaseckis, the freaking Kelseys, you know, this big, super athletic tight end that can go up, get the ball, run, you know, knock people over.
They erased that guy from the fucking history books fucking really fast over there in New England. Bring us your jerseys. We'll give you another jersey. We'll cut that guy right away. Like, they fucking made him disappear, dude.
And it's sad, though, because I'm sure you've seen that documentary about him.
Yeah.
Yep. And, you know, when they discovered the amount of CTE in his brain, you know, of course, everyone has to know the difference between right and wrong, but I definitely feel like his decision making wasn't all there with some of that, you know, because
that guy's a piece of shit, though, dude. There's a lot of guys with CTE.
He was a fucking when he was at the Gators, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That Gator team was crazy, dude, with like Percy Harvin and Tim Tebow. All those guys had all kind of issues, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds like, who was that? Was that Zook? Or who was the coach at that time?
I think it was Zook.
No,
like he was getting into. It wasn't Zook. Who was it?
It was Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer. It was Urban Meyer.
Zook was before that era, just right before that era.
Yeah, it was Urban Meyer.
It was Urban Meyer. You're right.
Yeah, doesn't sound like he had a good fucking handle. They were good on the field, but
no, he had a good handle on them. He had a good handle in Gainesville. Make sure no one got in trouble.
yes.
Any type of trouble was stayed within the college, you know, football coaches. Like, you know, they were probably always called first anytime one of their guys got picked up. So he had a handle on it. It just, he maybe didn't have a handle on the kids.
He wasn't handling it well, but he had a handle on it.
You know.
Where like a guy like Bobby Bowden, well, not even him, dude. I remember Jameis Winston got caught with that crab eating situation. I think he missed like a quarter or something.
Yeah, stupid.
Oh yeah, with the snow crabs at Publix.
Yeah.
Also, when he jumped up in the middle of the library and said,
he had a situation there too.
Yeah.
What was it that he said?
Fuck her in the pussy.
Oh, this is a family show, 90. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, you asked me what you said.
Let me know. I'll hit the beep button next time, dude. What's Devontae Parker status? That guy ever going to play again?
I think maybe next week. I mean, but it was questionable both this week and last week. But then last minute they put him on the injury list, right?
We need that guy back, dude.
Bro, big time player, bro. What I love about him is like he's finally like showing up to be with like the receiver we thought he was gonna be.
How many years has he been in the league already?
A while, dude.
Third or fourth year?
No, like 5, bro.
Is it really?
Forever, dude.
Just missed so much time that we think he's only like on his 3rd year or something. But here, let me pull up his pro football reference.
Didn't he play with Warfield?
On his last year, Warfield's last year, he was there. Yeah. It's actually his 6th year. Look at this.
That's crazy, man. I guess you're right. He's been hurt that much.
I mean, every year he misses 2, 1, 3, 5. He played the whole season last year, and he had his best year ever. And then this year he's missed a couple. He's been managed to be productive, but I don't think he lived up to his. Rather have Michael Thomas probably.
Oh, well, I mean, come on, bro.
It's just they're from the same draft, though. I think that's why I'm making the comparison.
Did we take Parker before?
I think
Thomas went
was
before.
drafted after. I don't think he's in the same draft.
Who was drafted after?
I don't think he was drafted. I think Thomas has 4 years in the league.
That could be. You could be right. You are under emotional distress, though, so I'm going to look that up. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
he
get
had
offended.
4 or 5 years, Michael Thomas.
He's not under any emotional distress. He already forgot about that, bro. He took that jersey off, man.
Yeah, he has 1 year left. You're right, Hialeah. He's from 2016, and Parker's from 2015, the year before. But Thomas has been way more productive. He has 2,000 more yards and 1 less season.
But he also has Drew Brees throwing the ball.
Exactly. He's playing in a better system.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Parker, they used to say he didn't take care of his body, didn't stay hydrated, all those things. I don't know. Some guys are just injury prone, dude. He looks like.
But he also had Ryan Tannehill.
Who's in the playoffs? Who's in the playoffs legit with no problems
for the second year in a row?
Yeah, but with a team that's built around him, he's got a legit running back.
That's not his fault, though. That's not his fault.
Okay, and when they go to ask him to throw the ball, exactly when they did with us,
that's not his fault. That's not his fault.
He ain't gonna win them nothing. People can be all high on Ryan Tannehill as they want.
Davin Cook
ain't winning shit.
Davin Cook has a team that's built around him. He's got 2 great receivers. He's got Davin Cook, and they're nowhere near the playoffs. So give some Tannehill. Stop hating on Tannehill, dude.
Kirk Cousins is garbage.
Stop hating on Tannehill.
Kirk Cousins is garbage. But Kirk Cousins is garbage. Tannehill can manage a football game. Don't lose us the game. Manage the football game. Tannehill can go and do that.
Different head coaches in his
he's also not going to go win you a football game.
He made it to the. He did. He made it to the championship game last year.
Yeah, he made it to the game, and when they needed him to win the game, he could.
Stop hating on Tannehill, bro. It's not his fault.
Hey, dude, he's been good the last 2 years, though. Look at this rating, dude. He's over 110 rating last 2 years.
Bro,
he's comparable to Mahomes' numbers.
When you have Derrick Henry and the line that he has,
Tannehill's numbers, and compare him to Mahomes, they're comparable.
Yeah.
But Mahomes has probably a way better passer completion rating than Tannehill. And I'm guarantee you he has more touchdowns and less interceptions than Tannehill. Look that.
Okay, here's the question. Where do you rank Tannehill?
He's got more touchdowns. I'm agreeing.
I told you this guy was unbiased, right down the middle.
Tannehill, I mean, top 15.
Give me a number.
Top 15?
Nah, come on, dude. He's top 10.
I don't know about top 10.
Give me 10 quarterbacks you would like better than him.
Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger.
Drew Brees this year, I don't know, dude.
I'll still take him over Tannehill.
All right.
Mahomes. I'll take Jackson. I'll take Russell Wilson. I will also take Kyler Murray. I will also take. You know what, bro? I'm gonna go ahead. I'll take Josh Allen. Josh Allen this year has played way better than Tannehill ever.
Probably will be one of the top 3. He's a very good choice.
Tannehill's numbers are comparable to all those guys.
Well, better than some.
I'm still taking these other guys over Tannehill for sure.
You're giving me 7.
No, I've given you 8. I have 2 more to give you.
No, you gave me 7.
No, I'm counting them. I'll give you 8.
Oh, yeah, give me 2 more.
I just gave you Josh Allen.
Give me 2 more.
I already said Big Ben, right?
No.
I'll take
You're
Big
giving
Ben.
me some old guys, dude.
And I'm taking Aaron Rodgers any day of the week.
You already said Aaron Rodgers.
All right. I just love Aaron Rodgers. So
Aaron Rodgers. He's going to clone Aaron Rodgers just to keep Tannehill out of the top 10.
And the last one
is Tannehill, dude.
Bro, I'm just not a Tannehill fan.
But you got to recognize, dude, he's
top
decent.
15? Bro.
He was top 15 when he was in Miami.
He can manage the game. Nah, he was not. Top 20 when he was in Miami, bro. He was not a top.
He was in the middle of the pack. Middle of the pack. He's a top 10 quarterback.
Bro, I'll take
Mahomes.
What? Yeah.
Tannehill's numbers are comparable to Mahomes.
Okay, so you're going to take Tannehill over Mahomes?
I'm
No.
not saying that. I'm saying they're
Oh, okay.
compatible.
Okay, and like I said, Tannehill doesn't have that it factor. You guys can talk about numbers all day. You know who had great numbers too? Dan Marino, but he didn't win a championship, and no one talks about him being the GOAT, right? And I love Dan Marino, but
But he
guess
had
what?
that it.
He had more it than Tannehill.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
I don't think
God
Lamar
damn it.
Jackson has that it.
No, I agree with you. I agree.
And we don't know if Kyler Murray has that it.
No, I think Kyler Murray has it. Kyler
Dude,
Murray
why
has
are they
garbage
losing all
team.
these games? Why is he throwing picks in the end zone?
He's got a terrible team around him.
No, he doesn't, dude. There's talent there, bro. You got D-Hop,
Okay, the defense though. Their defense isn't the greatest.
They're not losing because of the defense. They're losing because of freaking Murray.
Yes, lately. He's young too, though. He's young.
Second year. It's his second year.
Yeah, he's young. You know, I don't know. I don't think Tannehill's that bad. He's not.
I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he's good or great. Sorry, he's
I
good.
think he's a top 10 quarterback.
He's good.
Coaches did he have? How many different freaking staffs did he have in his tenure here?
Bro, you also
Oh,
talking
they
about a guy
fucked him
that,
up here, dude.
yeah, they also fucked him up at Texas A&M because he was a wide receiver and he went in there to play quarterback. They're like, nah, buddy, you're gonna
Okay.
play wide receiver.
Okay, and who told the Dolphins to draft him at number 10?
Yo,
That's his biggest failure. That the Dolphins fucked up and drafted him high.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not disagreeing at all with that. Why would we go up in the draft to go draft him when he would have been at the 19th pick where we were at? I agree with you, Raul. I am just saying he is just good. He is not a great quarterback, and he ain't gonna win you shit. I don't know how else to say that. He can pad the stats all day. You can pad the stats in garbage time all day, but unless you're winning championships, get out of here, bro.
Well, not too many guys do that though.
I know. But that's what we want, right?
That's what we want.
That's what we want is championships. So
you know what?
He's got a lot of talent around him too. Though.
Somebody text me a great fucking comment. Oh my god. Why all this Tannehill crap? And why all the excuses for Tua, bro? All the fucking excuses for Tua, but Tannehill's kick to the curb.
What excuses for Tua?
I'd rather have Tannehill than Tua right now.
Oh, my bro. You're talking about a guy that's been in the league for 8 years and that has a team around him.
Right now. I'm saying right now. If I had to win a game right now, I'd rather have Tannehill starting than Tua.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Right. And that's based off of game experience. I'm not going to dispute that at all. But let me ask you this. Who would you rather – first year Tannehill, first year Tua? Get out of here, Randy. Who showed more promise within their first year?
Tua had a lot of promise when he first came in, bro.
And he
you saying Tannehill or Tua?
I mean, Tannehill had a lot of promise when he came in, dude.
Oh, he did not look nothing like Tua when he came in.
He was in a very bad situation, though, dude, with a very bad coach.
Now he's averaging. This game was 4 yards a pop.
Bro.
With a very bad offensive line. Tannehill was put into a fucking no-win situation, dude.
He was.
They made him a tackling dummy.
I mean,
and then he got fucking Gase, dude, of all fucking people, which was not good. I don't want to be a fucking Tannehill apologist. He is what he is. He's like on the brink of a top 10 quarterback. But yeah, he's not.
But he's not amazing, bro. He's not amazing.
No, he's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Patrick Mahomes.
He's good. Fucking out of the world either.
But there's not that many Patrick Mahomes. That's what I'm saying. There's not that
good,
many.
But he's not great. He's good. He's not great. And I'm not trying to give Tua excuses, but he's a rookie quarterback. You're talking about a guy that's been in the league for what? So Tannehill's been in the league, what, 8 or 9 years now?
Okay, but Tannehill's in his division.
You know what, Raul? At this point in time, if you've been in the
8
league
years
at this point, you should have at least that amount of command and knowledge of the game. Tua's first year, come on, bro. I can give the kid some slack as a rookie quarterback, but if Ryan Tannehill made a mistake,
in football, at the end of the day, you're only as good as your team is good.
Well, you're absolutely right. And I'm going to say this. Have you guys watched a full Tennessee Titan game?
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
Because I can tell you right now, Tannehill does not do shit on the team. All they do is hand the ball off to Derrick Henry,
True,
and
bro.
it just
That's not true.
sets up for the play action, so he can go ahead and make that little duck ass
He
pass.
has 31 touchdown passes,
Dude,
bro.
that's winning football.
It's winning football.
you
I'm
know
not disagreeing, but
How-
I've watched
Tannehill
him.
has 31 touchdowns.
31 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Okay, I'm not even looking at stats. I'm gonna say that's at least 7 or 8 better than Greasy ever had, and Greasy's in the fucking super. In the
Oh, dude, but
I'm
you're
not- Okay,
now.
and now
That's-
and I didn't watch any of that. And Rebel, let me ask you this: would you rather Ryan Tannehill or Derek Carr?
Ryan Tannehill, dude.
Tannehill. I'd rather have Tannehill.
All right,
Derek Carr's not good.
you're gonna tell me, okay, now
Tannehill,
put Derek.
Carr's not having a look. Carr's
Hold
not
on. Shut up.
having a bad year.
Shut up. Hear me out. Put Derek Carr on Tennessee. Put Derek Carr on Tennessee with a better coach, a better running game, and a better defense.
It's the same player.
Okay. Point exactly. Derek Carr ain't nothing great as well. He's mediocre right there in the middle of the pack. That's how I feel about Tannehill. You could swap those guys. Tennessee is the same exact team. Same exact team.
Probably.
Maybe, but I still rather have Tannehill.
I'd rather have Tannehill. Yeah.
Because we've seen it with them.
You know why I would rather have Tannehill? To your point, he's more athletic.
And that guy's tough, dude. That's one thing you can't.
More
He's
athletic.
tough as nails,
That guy
dude.
took so many socks down here.
That guy got fucking obliterated here.
He had 2 years where he got hurt.
They killed him eventually.
There's no team around him, dude.
He had like 4 years where all he was doing was taking sacks.
Okay, but it's his fault now because he has a team around him. That's not
I'm
his
not saying it's his fault, but bro, I'm saying he's a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback. He wasn't going to win us anything. He was not going to win us a Super Bowl. I don't understand why I'm supposed to give Tannehill all this praise and glory because he left the Dolphins and now he's playing good. He wasn't going to win us a Super Bowl. He's not going to win Tennessee a Super Bowl. He is not that great. He's a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback.
He was pretty close, dude. He's a top 10 quarterback.
He's not that bad here, man. Honest, I think he got a bad rap. He was in a.
He had to go. He had to go. That's for sure.
Had to go. We had to move on. As
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
I wasn't trying to hear that Tannehill was the guy for the 8th year in a row.
He had to go. Just like Carr has to go in the Raiders.
Yes.
Look, and I agree with you there, but I also think Tannehill is a product right now of what's around him. And if you have a quarterback similar to what he can do on that same team, like imagine Dak being hurt over in Tennessee. He would probably make Tennessee that much better.
I mean, if we want to play that game, I always said if you put Ryan Tannehill on those Seahawks team with the great defense before Russell Wilson was doing the things he's been doing, they probably would have won a lot of games too and got to the Super Bowl. If you put Tannehill on the Patriots some of those years, they probably would have still done a lot of the same things.
To your point, Dilfer fucking won a Super Bowl.
No,
Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl.
Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl, bro.
But you're talking about two
great defenses.
Two guys that had tremendous defense.
Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls, dude.
He didn't always have that defense, though.
Bro, but remember when he had Vince Wilfork? Woo.
Oh, that guy was plugging up the middle and they always had all those linebackers, fucking Bench, Van Noy, which we have. He almost fucked that game for us.
Brandon Spikes so much, bro.
Okay.
Brandon Spikes used to.
At the same time, is that Brady's fault? No. Was it? Okay, you know what? Was it Terry Bradshaw's fault that they had the steel curtain? No, dude.
Bro,
Football's a team sport, man. You fucking need everything.
I don't know who's blaming people and says it's their fault. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm just saying.
But you're making it sound. It's not Tannehill's fault that now he's on a team that's fucking highlighting what he's good at.
He's 17-7 his starts there.
I never said that was his fault. I said he's got a team that's built around him, and therefore he's prospering. And yeah, he looks good. He's a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback.
Number 1 pick in the draft.
What?
They were calling him fucking stupid out of Louisiana Tech. He was dumb. He was this. But then you put him with fucking Franco Harris, Lynn Swan, John Stallworth, the Steel Curtain, and all of a sudden he's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Man, he was benched a lot during that
He
time.
was horrible, dude. He was fucking horrible at the
Yeah.
beginning.
He definitely benefited from a great fucking team, dude.
You do benefit.
You probably could make the argument that a lot of other quarterbacks of that era would have won with that team.
Of course.
I used to say that about Joe Montana. It's like, this guy has all the fucking weapons. He's not really that good.
But
I
the
used
thing-
to say that.
you know what?
He had the
Montana,
thing.
His first year, he had Freddie Solomon and Dwight Clark as receivers. The thing about Joe Montana, he was with Bill Walsh. That was the fucking big difference big thing with Joe Montana.
You know who I think has got both of those guys trumped on that? Built with, I think, ultimate team built around him completely and just literally just game manager go win a football game.
Brady and Belichick?
Troy Aikman.
Oh,
Definitely,
yeah. I don't think he ever threw 30 touchdown passes.
I'm in total agreement, dude.
The Great Wall. He had Emmitt Smith behind him. He had freaking Dion.
Also's overrated for me. Emmitt Smith, also overrated.
I don't know. Say he's overrated.
Dude, he ran behind that line, dude. That was amazing. I'm not penalizing him, but Barry Sanders was way
Oh,
better.
no. I will take Barry over Emmitt any day of the week.
That's Aikman, totally overrated, bro.
I don't want to see. I hate to say he's overrated, but that's your Ryan Tannehill right there, boy.
Yeah.
That's Ryan Tannehill.
He might not have been a top 10 quarterback of his era.
Aikman, totally overrated in the Hall of Fame, though.
No, yes, but put on your time machine. Let's go in the hot tub time machine for a second. Think of the quarterbacks of the era that were potentially better than him. Marino was better than him,
Yes.
obviously. Jim Kelly was better than him.
Steve Young.
Steve Young was better than him. John Elway was better than him.
Brett Favre.
Favre. I think Favre was a little later, though, right?
Favre was
No.
young in the era, but, Aikman's career ended like late 90s.
Kelly?
Favre was young at the time, so you could say he's better than him.
Kelly?
Who else?
Yeah, he said Jim Kelly. That was
Yeah, that was the second one I said. Who else was
Moon.
Warren Moon was better than him for
Cunningham?
sure.
Randall Cunningham.
Cunningham. I would put Cunningham up there, dude.
That one's debatable, but yeah, pretty fucking good. Seattle didn't have any good quarterbacks at the time. Tampa Bay didn't have any good quarterbacks at the time. The Jets didn't have any good quarterbacks at the time. The Bears definitely didn't have any. They've never had any good quarterbacks ever.
New Orleans was garbage too.
Yeah, they didn't have anybody.
I mean, Payne came at the end of the '90s, so you can't put him in there.
Yeah.
We would have to look. It's tough to say who.
Anyways, but off the top of our head, we've mentioned like 5 or 6 guys that were probably better than him, but he was on a great team and he managed. He was like high-level game manager, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a great team. And he had Novacek, Irving, and then
Moose Johnston.
Moose Johnson, a fucking fullback, and then they had Harper for a couple of years.
Bro, and then they had
Kevin Williams.
Bro, they had Charles Haley playing defense.
Darren Woodson as safety.
And then Dion.
Fucking Dion.
Jim left corner.
I always agreed. Aikman, totally overrated.
Who was the linebacker they had from Miami?
Well, they had Zach Thomas at one point in time, but that was later.
No, they had from the Hurricanes.
Maybe, though.
They had one. Darren Smith, maybe.
Yeah, I think it
That's
was.
it. And then they had what was the number one pick?
Dude, they had Leon Lett too.
They had Leon Lett, but they had the guy from UM that was the number one overall pick. He was a defensive tackle.
Not Cortez.
Not Cortez.
Russell Maryland.
Russell Maryland. That's it.
Yeah.
They were
Tremendous
stacked.
defense.
They were stacked.
Yo, you know
Kevin Smith. They had Kevin Smith.
Hold on. Take a step back. Tremendous defense. Who built that defense?
Jimmy. Speed.
Let's go,
Small,
baby.
fast guys. Yeah, Barry Sanders the GOAT, dude, at running back, probably, besides Jim Brown. He just got tired of losing in that shitty-ass fucking team, dude. Emmitt Smith got, like, the lifetime achievement rushing record, but I would argue there's 10 better running backs than Emmitt Smith.
I would too. But you know what? At the end of the day, it depends on where you fall. Look at Mahomes, perfect spot, right?
Mhm.
Mahomes might be good, but he might not be what he is today if he would have landed somewhere else. It's just the perfect setting, dude. Sometimes, and that's what all you need.
I wonder how good would Mahomes be on
You know
the
what Mahomes
Dolphins,
would be on
for
another team?
example.
I'm going to tell you right now who Mahomes will be on another team. He'd be Watson. Watson. He'd be Watson.
I could see that because Deshaun Watson has a lot of talent and like a lot of prospect in a
He
sense.
would be Watson if he
But
was
he's struggling over there.
He'd be good, but not
He's
great.
in a perfect situation with a great coach to use his skills, dude.
Perfect
For sure.
But you have to remember though too. His rookie, he sat though. Who did he sit behind that first year? Alex Smith.
Alex Smith, who had a hell of a year.
Yeah, he sat behind Alex
He was
Smith,
a Pro Bowler.
which he learned a lot.
You could probably play Alex Smith in a movie,
Bro.
right?
I could.
Doesn't he? Can he? Like, if you squint a little bit, he could be Alex Smith.
Yeah, I've seen his calves.
But that's what I was gonna say. We gotta check the caps.
Yeah, his calf is very comparable. His right calf is very comparable to Alex Smith's right now.
Pre-injury or post-injury?
Post injury.
He's just saying that because he knows he's going to get that smoke on the court when these calves are running all over him.
Okay.
Mahomes on the Jets, dude.
Exactly.
What about Culpepper, dude? That guy sucked, dude.
Not when he was
better than Troy Aikman? Yeah, I'll take Troy over Culpepper.
I would too.
He had some pretty good years with Randy there, though. With
Dude,
Moss.
Randy, and what's the other dude? Only catches touchdowns.
Chris
Carter, bro.
And then the other dude, Reed.
Yeah, Jake Reed.
And then the running back,
Robert Smith, who retired early.
Smith, excellent. And then the tight end. Their tight end was good too.
Who we can't remember his name, but yes.
Jordan Reed? Was it Jordan Reed?
Might have been. No, that's current. That guy was. Isn't that the guy who was the Redskins tight end at one point?
It might have been the same dude.
No. That guy was recent. Like that guy, Jordan Reed. It might have been another Reed. Jake was the.
Yeah, he was okay at the bottom. At the end of the day, he was stacked. That team was stacked.
He had a good offense. Yeah. Same offense that I think Randall Cunningham did a shitload. A lot of the same guys that he did a shitload of fucking damage with one year.
Yeah, because it went Cunningham. Well,
was it Robert Jones? All right, I thought it was Robert
Cunningham
Smith.
and then Culpepper.
I'm sorry?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that Vikings succession went Moon, Cunningham, and Culpepper. Because I think they tried to bring in Culpepper kind of like Cunningham-esque because they were kind of big mobile quarterbacks, but Culpepper, eventually put on weight and wasn't as.
That guy was like a linebacker.
Bro, he used to go to the Publix that I used to like shop at all the time, and the guy is huge, bro. Like, it's incredible, like how tall he is and how big he is. Like,
big dude,
massive. Dante Culpepper.
That's what people don't understand, dude. When you see these people on TV and then you get next to them, it's like, what the fuck?
That's what I thought when I saw Chad standing next to
you. Yo, I guess funny Dante Culpepper's story. When I was an intern at 560 WQAM Sports Talk Radio down here in Miami, I was an intern for the Coop and Crowder show, and Channing Crowder was talking about
name dropping right here. Name dropping.
Yeah, when I had asked, Crowder, always telling stories, but he talks about when Culpepper first came to Miami, that he goes, yo, I'm a huge Randy Moss fan, so had to go up to Dante, like, yo, let me hear some Randy Moss stories. Like, give me a Randy Moss story. And he goes, legit. The only story that he could tell me was, how like quarterbacks have like a check down pass to like either the running back or their tight end. He goes, mine was just a throw it up because I knew that I couldn't throw it farther than Randy could run. I'm just.
No, and then he would moss you, dude. He would just like catch it over you.
One-handed? Oh, trust me, I know. I was just like, bro, that's insane, man. Like,
except at the Raiders, he kind of sucked, right?
He played for 2 years. I don't think I don't think he had more than 700 yards.
Yeah, but when he had like Rich Gannon as his quarterback.
No, he didn't have Rich Gannon. It was somebody else. It wasn't Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon was actually the MVP
Oh,
here, bro.
if I'm not mistaken, he had Jamarcus Russell.
It might have been
It
Jamarcus.
was. I think it was Jamarcus Russell years.
That's probably why he sucked.
He was fucking horrible. He had no quarterbacks there.
It was Jamarcus Russell, and then people forget that he actually had a year in Tennessee too.
That was at the end, though, right?
Yeah, year in
that was at the
Tennessee.
end.
Who? Moss?
Randy Moss, yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
wow!
After the Patriots. That was after the Patriots.
he had a year in Tennessee.
Yeah.
You forget a lot of those. Terrell Owens. You forget that he was a Bill. Also, was he a Bengal?
Yeah,
Also,
him and Ocho Cinco. Yeah, they were a
Yeah.
bad tandem together at one point.
there's a lot of those situations you forget about. We had Chris Carter at the end.
Yeah,
Emmitt Smith ended up in the
Arizona.
Yeah,
There's very few guys that stay in one. You forget that Favre was at. Well, you don't forget, but
he was
he
Atlanta.
was a fucking Jet. He was a fucking Viking. Started in Atlanta, Green Bay.
yeah.
But you
All
know,
right,
what you
guys.
don't
What's your
forget?
prediction? Are we making the playoffs or no?
Yeah,
What'd you
hell
say,
yeah.
dude?
I say, you
I'm
know,
sorry.
you don't forget about Favre. Him closing his eyes and throwing that pick, same pick, and you know what pick I'm talking about.
This is the worst.
The dick pic?
Oh, yeah. That one too.
That was his worst pick of all.
Oh, when he was in the Jets, he was with the Jets then.
So we're making it or not?
Oh yeah, we're making it. I think.
Yeah, I think you guys are in.
I think the
So
Bills.
you think we're gonna beat the Bills?
I do they have to? That's the one thing is beat the Bills. There's nothing else into it.
If we beat the Bills, we're in.
Okay, but if let's say you lose to the Bills, that means you're not gonna make it.
Well,
And you
we
need the
could make
Ravens
it.
to lose a game.
Yeah, we need
The
Ravens.
Ravens got cake, right?
The Ravens,
They got
The Giants and somebody else that's
the
cake.
Browns.
Giants, and Bengals.
Oh, Bengals. That's what it was. I'm thinking Steelers.
That's 2 dubs, bro.
Yeah, two dubs.
I don't rule out the Bengals in that division,
You know
bro.
what? I'm gonna say the Dolphins are in, dude. I'm gonna say I'm putting my money on the Dolphins.
But based on what? You think they're gonna beat the Bills?
You know what? I'm placing it on Flores. I do like him as a coach. I
Well,
like
what's our path? Is it beating the Bills or is it losing to the Bills and the Ravens lose a game?
beating the Bills.
Wow. Because they're gonna rest everybody.
I'm not saying it's because they're gonna rest it. I think it's gonna be a cold weather game. It's a fucking divisional game. Those games are tight. I think the Dolphins are gonna come to play. I'm gonna put my money on the Dolphins. I have confidence. I have confidence in Flores. I really like him as a coach, man. I like I like what the team believes behind Flores. That's what I like.
No,
Yeah, that was a disappointing move.
that's why happy they drafted Tua, not based off the injury.
Well, I mean, Marino, dude, was one we drafted that nobody kind of wanted because of the knee, and then he ends up being a Hall of Famer. So
You know,
it looks like a good fucking class, though. Hurts, Herbert,
yeah.
Burrow,
Sure.
hopefully Tua. I'm sorry I can't be as excited about him as you, dude, but there's time.
No, he's rookie, man.
We
He's
gotta
a
get down the field, dude.
Yeah, I agree. But also at the end of the day, it's about winning games, right?
And if you remember,
And-
dude, the guy that you hate, Tannehill, that was his problem here. He couldn't throw the fucking ball down the field.
But you also know what he couldn't do either was win games.
No.
And if you're winning me football games, I don't care. You could throw for 50
Yeah.
yards, but you won me the football game. I don't care. That's what I'm saying. He's got that. I'm gonna win my team the football game, or I'm gonna.
Or
try and go-
Fitzpatrick will do it for me.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Like,
Just
you
wait.
know what? You know what, Chad? At the end of the day, there's not a lot of guys that have that either.
No, there's not, bro. It's very rare to find.
Very few. There's very few.
And that's what I'm saying. It's only his rookie year. I'm not trying to give him excuses, but if we're and I said this earlier in the show, if we're his third year in and we're in the same situation where he's getting swapped out like that and we're not being able to move the ball like that, we have bigger problems. And yes, we need to move on and go get another quarterback. But up until this point, what he has shown me, each game he's gone out and done a little more in the sense where if he's regressed, the next game he's come out and try to make better on it. So that's how I want to see how he bounces back from tonight's game next week. So
Yeah.
leave
You
it
know
I'm
what?
fine with what they're doing.
You know what? To your point, Tua, was very happy with Fitzpatrick after the game. Hey, Jerry Rice as a Seahawk, Tim Brown as a Buccaneer.
Oh,
I don't remember that one at all, dude.
Tim Brown as a Buccaneer.
Well, Chad mentioned one earlier. Zach Thomas as a Cowboy, I think. That was a weird one. Jason Taylor was
Washington football team.
Well, we can't even say that. That's the dead name. Yeah, Washington football team.
Yeah,
did he end up somewhere else after the
Jets.
Dolphins?
Didn't he go back to the Dolphins too? Didn't he end up the Dolphins?
Yeah.
It was Dolphins, Washington, Dolphins, Jets.
Yeah.
He finished his career as a Jet. Sacrilege.
Franco Harris, wasn't he a Seahawk?
Really?
Franco Harris, I believe, ended it with the Seahawks.
Wow. Joe Montana as a Chief.
Randy
Jinx.
I owe you a Coke, damn it, or beer. We'll keep it, man.
I'll take any of those. There's a lot of those, probably, if we sit down and fucking think about it, dude.
Oh yeah, I mean,
in baseball, Willie Mays ended up as a Met. I don't know if you guys.
No, really.
You have to remember, like that. Most guys that play sports like that, like, you know, you have that mentality that, yo, you're the ish, and you don't want to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? And you're always trying to prove that you.
Tom Brady as a Buccaneer.
I mean,
Tom Brady as a Buccaneer. Johnny Unitas as a San Diego Charger.
Crazy.
I mean, it happens, bro.
It happens. It's those guys that want to keep playing.
But you know,
Marino was almost a Viking.
Damn. But Marino didn't leave us, baby.
Yeah.
So let's go.
And Stabler as an Oiler.
Anybody as a Raider. The Raiders used to always get like all those old bums that nobody wanted or people had given up on. I can't remember now any specific, but they're always known for that, for bringing those. Give me some, dude. You got that hat on.
Lyle Alzado.
Yes, former Bronco.
John Matuzak. Ted Hendricks. Mike Haynes.
Where did Ted Hendricks come from?
Green Bay, and he won a Super Bowl with Shula at the Colts.
Jim Plunkett.
Wow. But I think of that guy as a Raider.
Jim Plunkett.
Yeah. Oiler?
No, Patriots.
Oh, wow.
No, Jim Plunkett was Patriots, 49ers, then the Raiders.
Didn't you guys have an Oiler quarterback?
Dan Pastorini.
Wasn't there another one?
What about Stabler?
Stabler started with the Raiders and then went to the Oilers.
Oh, okay. I thought
there's another.
And then he ended up with the Saints. He ended his career in the Saints.
How about LaMonica?
Bro, how did we forget Peyton Manning?
LaMonica, I don't remember, but I think he ended up with the Raider. I think he was a Raider all the way.
Peyton
No.
Come on, guys.
I might be wrong. That was a long time ago, but I remember LaMonica as a Raider. That's all I remember. He might have ended it maybe with the Chargers, maybe.
I think he was somewhere else before.
He might have been. I mean, it was the fucking 60s. That was 60 years ago.
He was a Buffalo Bill to start his career.
Nice.
And then he finished up with the Raiders. Forever. All right, guys. I think we can wrap it. Yeah, Willie Mays as a Met player coach. We'll never see that shit again, dude. Probably.
It still happens in soccer, kind of. Wayne Rooney. He was. I think he's a player coach for Derby County, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He's from England, right?
Yeah, or he was. I could be wrong now.
Pete Rose was the last one.
That
used to be.
Well. That ended well.
Yeah, a little too much control, a little too much gambling action. All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. Go Fins. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Go ahead and subscribe if you can. Hit the thumbs up. And we'll see you next week. Let's see if I can play this music loud enough for us to hear so we can get the fuck out. Any parting shots, guys, before we go?
Yes,
Raiders suck. Fins up, baby. Let's go.
Raiders suck and fins down, man. You want them swimming.
Oh, let's go, baby. Fins.
Go Tuna.
Tuna time.